So for those of you that don't know Erika Reyes, she's the owner of London Moxie Creative. From my perspective as a marketing agency owner, Erika is incredible at social media strategy, content creation, all of that. And so hopefully here on our little coffee run, you'll give people all the secrets, because that's what it is, right? Everything's a secret.
It's just one big secret. Nobody can figure it out. I know.
So if you could just give real quick, just about your business and what you do, and then we'll just jump right in and answer all the questions that your followers have, which is super awesome.
Yeah, so we just help businesses grow on social media. We offer services like social media management, content creation, strategy is a big one. I think that a lot of people, there's like this misconception that you can just post on social media and just gain all these followers and get all of this business, but really there should be a strategy behind your social media marketing.
I just asked the question, like, how do you grow your following without paying for it?
Really, it's two ways that I like to do. The first one, and we even offer this service for our clients, is community outreach. So this is going to be an organic way for you to get in front of your audience. So basically, you could do this on a month basis. You're going to pick X amount of Instagram profiles that your target audience or customer would be in, and then you go and you engage with their profiles, leave authentic, genuine comments, likes, and follow if you feel inspired to follow, in hopes that they return the favor. So they're going to see, okay, who is this London Moxie Creative? I see they offer social media management. Awesome. I'm a business owner. I'm going to give them a follow. Cold lead, but essentially, hopefully, the more they follow you, they see your content, maybe they'll turn into a customer someday.
Yeah.
That's one organic strategy that I like to do. The second one is super easy. Just collaborate with other people. So, pick somebody that's in your niche doing the same thing you are. Maybe they have similar followers as you, and do a collaboration post. Do something educational or fun. And that's a really easy way to access their following in hopes to gain some new followers.
Yeah, we call that OPP, Other People's Platforms.
Yep.
Again, there's no secrets. It's just kind of cold hard, roll your sleeves up and go do stuff and go collaborate.
Put yourself out there.
Yeah, totally.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And that's the thing. It's you see all of these steal my secret strategies to gain thousands of followers overnight. I'm like, that's total clickbait. It does not. Okay, so if you have a reel that goes viral, virality is not going to bring you sales, okay? Virality is great. It can be great for gaining followers. There's just so many things that people don't understand with virality or going viral. A lot of the times, those followers don't care about your business at all. They liked a funny post that you did, and they're going to follow you for a short time until they get bored of your content and unfollow you. You know what I'm saying?
So, this is hilarious because you gave me a couple ones that your followers wanted to know.
Yeah.
And then I always come up with my own because my goal is to stump you. I'm just kidding. I know what things are relevant, and so it's funny because the first one that I put down for you that I came up with was, how do you make videos go viral? And so obviously, we know what people think happens when you go viral, which you just touched on. But in all reality, I know I hear a lot when I sit down with clients in consulting meetings. They're like, hey, I saw you did something that went viral. Like, how did you do that? And so obviously I have my own answer, but I would love to hear from the pro.
Yeah.
How do you make stuff go viral?
Really, it's simple. You make content that people can relate to, that's funny. People love that. You need to make shareable content is what it is. So get inside of people's heads. What makes them laugh? What is relatable? Something that people are like, you know what? I'm going to share this because it's so funny. It's so relatable. I can, me and my best friend were just talking about this the other day. I'm going to share this with her. It's really just relatable content is what it comes down to.
Now, with that being said, obviously that comes with a disclaimer that there's no guarantees. I mean, you could post something that's as relatable as it can get, and that doesn't mean it's going to go viral.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And I wish there was a secret sauce for going viral too. Hey, here's the exact blueprint on how to go viral. And again, people are trying to sell you on that crap, and maybe you have a couple reels that go viral by following certain steps, making relatable content, shareable content. But at the end of the day, I personally don't think that there's an exact blueprint. Like if you do this every single day, every reel that you post is going to go viral. It's just not how it works.
I would agree with that. It does not work that way.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you're the best of the best at what you do, and I mean, if anybody were to know how to make something go viral every time, it would be you.
I'd be making viral content all the time. No, and that's the thing, but you know, I don't strive to go viral. That's just not what I strive to do. But you know, every now and then I've had a couple reels go viral.
Yeah.
And in my viral wasn't even like millions of followers. My viral was like 100,000.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And that looks different for everyone. But and again, it was funny, relatable content.
Yeah.
Every time for me. So
I love it.
Yeah.
So kind of on the same vein, obviously the goal for people with virality and whatever, some people just do it because it's fun, but a question that kept coming up on your Ask Me Anything or stories or whatever you did is how do you make money on Instagram?
Yeah. The easiest way I would say is to start with like building templates that you can just sell, digital templates. So this could be a monthly content calendar for people. It could be a spreadsheet of some sort, and just market that on Instagram and sell it. And the nice thing about digital products like, you know, a content calendar is you can put somebody on like a monthly membership, and then you can update that content calendar for them every single month and get some recurring income that way.
Yeah, so it's not so much what you do on Instagram, it's leveraging what you do on Instagram and then providing those people with something that is actually valuable to them, because in all reality, your content, though it might be valuable because it's informational, that doesn't actually bring them intrinsically like value.
Totally.
But something that you give them would. So.
Yep. Yeah, another great thing that you could do is like customizable templates for Instagram posts and reel covers. This is a super easy one. You take someone's branding and you build them out 10 to 15, 20, however many you want to offer in your package, pre-built templates, and they can just buy that for X amount, and that's a super easy way to make money as well.
Cool.
Yeah. One other one is obviously like an online course. So these are huge. They've been big for a while. But online courses are great because you can pretty much teach anybody how to do anything online now, which is awesome.
It's true.
Right? So online courses can vary from, you know, $100 all the way up to a couple $1,000 a month. Or I'm sorry, not a month, but on, you know, package price. And what's nice about these is people have access to them and they can do them on their own time, which is nice. So that's a really, really good way to make money on Instagram and social media too.
I get the feeling you get asked this question a lot.
I do. Yeah, all the time, because people see me making money on social media. Right?
Yeah, right. But what they don't realize is your social media is more like a vehicle to drive something else, which is your business.
Yeah.
You'll have to remind me of your order.
Okay, so Americano, with blonde roast Americano with extra almond milk.
What size?
Medium.
Extra almond milk?
Yes.
Can we do a grande blonde roast Americano with extra almond milk, please?
All right.
And then we'll do another one of those, just black.
Just a venti Americano, you got it.
And that'll be it.
Did you still want the blonde espresso? Or just regular espresso?
Yeah, we'll do the blonde espresso.
And these are both ventis?
Grande, please.
Oh, JK. All right, we'll see you up here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She said JK.
She just said that.
She
that
just
happened.
did. Wow.
Through
In
the
a social
Starbucks
media
phone.
in a social media interview, that was she knew.
I love that. Oh man.
The coffee run.
So the blonde roast, I like that because it's like less intense. Starbucks is very burnt to me.
Hi. Really?
The taste.
I usually go Pike Place, so I'm probably like.
Oh yeah.
When you get asked about this, what do you think people are assuming it means to make money on Instagram?
I would people automatically, everyone thinks that they can become an influencer. Everybody's an influencer nowadays, which is great. I mean, there's room for everybody.
Thank you.
Mine?
That is yours.
Mine. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Have a great day.
I'm gonna get a little sip of this first before I continue.
This seems way too hot. We're gonna figure it out though here. Yeah.
Burn my soul.
Oh,
That's how I like it.
emergency room.
Okay, so yeah, people automatically think, okay, I need to become an influencer to make money on Instagram. I need to do brand deals, brand collabs. That's how I make my money and get paid. Yes, totally. There's space for that. I would say that's a bit harder than you think it is to just become an influencer, get this amazing credibility, and get these big brands to work with you and pay you thousands of dollars for one Instagram post. It's a lot harder than it seems. But really, I would say if you're looking for a high ticket way to make money, get into freelancing. Do what I do. So start a social media, become a social media manager, or start your own social media marketing agency. And then start offering services on a monthly basis. And, you know, services like social media management take a lot of time and effort and strategy. So you can typically charge a higher dollar amount for those, for services like that.
Yeah, so you're looking for like tangible stuff rather
Totally.
than, you know, spending your time. I mean, you could, in all reality, if you just focused on it a little bit and use some common sense, you could start an Instagram page out of thin air, and as long as the product that you're selling is real, you could have a couple hundred followers and actually monetize a social media following.
If you're, for instance, if you're a social media marketing agency and you were strategic and went and followed and got followers that are in your niche, business owners, you know, those can turn into leads right away. So it just really depends on the quality of follower, and you don't need a lot of them to make money, I'll tell you that.
Yes, you are living proof of that. That is awesome. So, and it's true. I mean, I remember when you started your agency. I mean, I don't remember how many followers it was, but it wasn't hundreds of thousands. Yeah.
I started from zero.
You're right. Yeah, you had your personal page and then you started your agency, which, to be fair to everybody listening, she leveraged her personal following to push her business. But, you know, it's not like you had 100,000 personal followers and then it was just, you just did what you said you're doing, and you know, there's nothing crazy secretive or cute about it. You just kind of do exactly what you think you should do on paper, and then if you keep doing it consistently, it can happen for you, and then obviously the product matters.
Yeah, I agree.
And so, when's the best time to post on social media?
Oh, goodbye. I literally, yes, you're right. Oh my gosh, and again, it's like, here's the secret sauce to posting times. Okay, there is no right time to post. So like,
why? Are you serious?
So what you could do that is helpful. So take a look at your analytics, okay? Go in and you can see literally in your follower analytics what times they are most active. So there's a little blueprint for you. So go in, check your analytics. You can see Monday through Friday when your followers are most active on the app. So like it'll say Mondays 9 a.m. you know, is the highest time that your followers are active. Post at 9 a.m. and see how it goes. You know, but there's no like exact like, hey, post at noon. One thing I will say, I've done a lot of experiments with this. Odd times do a little bit better. So everyone and their mom is going to post at 9 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. Right? Like those standard times. Try 4:45 instead of 5 p.m.
Be the first one.
Exactly. And so, I mean, regardless, you're going to be showing up in people's feeds, you know, but what I've noticed can help, and I don't even want to say that because, again, I'm not trying to be like, here's the secret sauce, but try an odd time. Maybe try, you know, 8:55 instead of 9 a.m. Try 11:45 instead of noon, and try 4:56 instead of 5 p.m. And you can schedule now via the app, so you know you don't have to stress too much about it. But that would be my advice. Just, it's trial and error. See what works for you. See when your followers are active. Play around with posting times until you find something that works for you.
Yeah, I think one thing people miss the most too is it literally depends on what your target audience is.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just say, I mean, I'm gonna be cliche, so no offense to anybody. I'm gonna be stereotypical.
Yeah.
Would be the right word. If my target audience, if I'm a gamer, and I stay up late on Twitch or whatever it is, I'm gonna get crickets if I post something at 9 a.m., noon, or 5.
Sure.
Because my audience is either sleeping in or they're doing whatever it is they do. But if I know that they're tuned in to social media, being online, whatever, at midnight, it might be best for me to post at midnight as a Twitch streamer or a gamer or whatever.
Sure.
Right.
For sure, yeah, and that's what I mean. Play around with it, and definitely, you know, target audience can play a role in that for sure. You're not wrong there, but I think people want like a specific, like, okay, if you post your reel at 11:50 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go viral and everyone's gonna see it first. That opens the, and I'm like, whoa, like, no, it literally, I mean, no, that's just not how it works, not how the algorithm works. So just stop stressing about it, play around with post times. Again, take a look at your analytics. It'll tell you a lot about your followers and times that they're utilizing the app, and just post then.
Yeah. For the audience, the same thought applies to email marketing and SMS.
Mm-hmm.
So so we can kind of, I like to make one thing into five. It's the same thing, right? People are on their email and on social and looking at their text messages at the same time that they're doing other things.
Totally.
So the same rule applies. Okay. This kind of goes into engagement, and this is something that your audience really wants to know.
Yeah.
How do you get more engagement on Instagram and Instagram stories?
Yeah, stories.
Yeah. Which are huge.
Yeah. So I think the number one thing, like, again, people overthink just about everything when it comes to social media, Instagram in general. Showing up is going to do wonders for you. Just showing up. What does that mean? So, like, showing your face, popping on stories, showing your face. I know I get a lot of people saying, man, it's intimidating to show up on stories, to even just like throw a selfie up there, let alone have a conversation with your phone.
Sure.
It's hard. I get it. And sometimes it's awkward for me too. Like, it's something that definitely gets easier over time, but start with just showing up, showing people a little into your life, the day-to-day, into your business. Like, what's your favorite coffee order, or what do you have going on for the day? Like client meetings, just simple, real, authentic stuff. I mean, there's now more than ever, humanizing your brand is so important. People want real, Instagram is very curated, but it's kind of moving away from the super oversaturated and curated content. Like, people want to see real stuff that's happening and going on.
They've figured it out. And they're just really starving for, like, real people that aren't good at social media but are real people.
Totally. And that's why TikTok does so well, because when you go to TikTok, I mean, it is the realest of real. People are posting low quality, super low quality, just stuff that's been in their camera roll. I mean, no edits are made to it, and they're throwing up some captions, and it's going viral. And it's so much easier to go viral on TikTok than it is Instagram, I'll tell you right now.
That's good. Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, so I think Instagram is moving towards that direction of just really people wanting authentic connection. So that was a long way of answering that question, but showing up is a great way, showing your face and just talking. Another great way is people love to give their opinions. No matter, I mean, they love to voice their opinions. So ask them a question. Throw up an engagement sticker, be like, you know what, I was looking the other day at buying X, Y, and Z, and I would love your input. Has anybody used this product before?
Right.
Pop up a questions box. People will eat that up. They love to give their opinion. That's a great way to get conversations going in stories.
It's true.
And then something as simple as an engagement poll. So, like, have people use the little slider bar. Utilize Instagram's engagement features is probably one of the easiest ways to do it. But I think the main thing for community building and really increasing that authentic engagement is showing up.
A little bit more strategic. This is the one that I came up with. What is social media SEO? I've heard you talk about this. Obviously, the SEO we do is more broad spectrum internet, but there is a thing that is social media SEO, which is search engine optimization, for those that don't know what SEO stands for. So what is that on social specifically, and why is that so important?
Yeah, and it's definitely super important nowadays. Everyone stresses about using 3 to 5 to 15 hashtags, but Instagram is totally moving towards SEO and has been for a while. So SEO is utilizing keywords essentially for people to find your profile. So people will go into Instagram and TikTok search, and they will search fitness tips for people trying to lose weight, or anything that you're searching or curious about. Think of Google search, same thing on social media. If you're using certain keywords in your content, and these keywords can go in your videos themselves, they can go in your captions, you'll pop up in Instagram search and people can find your profile. It's just the simplest way to put it. And using keywords, I mean, there's many ways to do that. There's keyword stuffing, which that was like a huge thing going on, where you literally put a bunch of keywords into the post, scrunch them down and move them off screen, and you don't need to do all that. Literally just put keywords that you think people would be searching for into your captions, and into your actual reels themselves, and it's basically, that's the gist of it.
Tell Google and tell the internet what exactly it is that you do.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're looking for.
Yep.
Right? I'm looking for tips on how to do plumbing by myself in my house.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
putting those keywords in your bio too, sorry to cut you off, is super important. So if people are searching for social media marketing or social media management, make sure social media management is in your bio. So when people go to search that, your profile pops up in search.
Yeah. People get too cute with it, and they think that it's better to be kind of in like cool guy land, But if you're actually trying to use social, that's fine.
Yeah.
If your social's kind of a sandbox for you and you do it for fun and whatever. But if you're actually trying to use social media to drive a certain result, you have to do that.
Oh my gosh, you have to. Bio is probably one of the most important things to make sure is well optimized. You have 2 seconds to catch someone's attention when they land on your profile. It needs to clearly state what you do, who you can help, and how you can help them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's plain and simple. So, yeah.
There's no secrets.
I mean, I really want to give you guys some awesome secrets. There's no secrets. It's just strategy. It's really strategy.
I love it. All right, I got like 1 or 2 more. We've arrived back at Erika's house. This has been awesome. I hope you guys love this. What's gonna happen if TikTok gets banned?
Oh my gosh. I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, whoa, it's gonna be intense. Yeah, no, it's a definite thing. I think the main people that are gonna be affected are the creators, unfortunately.
Yes.
So yeah, business owners, we utilize TikTok to get business. However, it's the creators that are killing it and making and monetizing the app.
By monetizing, I mean there's people that are making a lot of money.
Millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
Yeah, it's fair to say that.
Yeah,
There's people making millions off of just TikTok alone.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And same with Instagram. I mean, there's influencers that are making millions, but TikTok, I mean, creators have really utilized that platform to grow their personal brands. They're going to be affected more than anybody. Business owners, there's always going to be other there's always going to be other platforms in general for creators and business owners, but I think it's gonna be not great for the creators that have really taken the time to build their brands on the platform, and that's their main source of income is social media, and especially TikTok. It's gonna be a huge bummer for them.
If you're a TikToker and you do not post on Instagram and YouTube Shorts and LinkedIn, if you're some sort of a business tip profile and whatever, diversify.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to get into, even starting to be an influencer or whatever it is, or, just channel distribution, like content distribution across channels is super important. I've actually seen this happen not just with TikTok, but with clients where it was so fruitful and they hit gold on Facebook and Instagram ads. And they went all in on that and refused to kind of like spread that out. And then Facebook literally changed their algorithm and rules, and overnight their business changed. Massively affected them.
Yeah.
And then of course it was a mad dash to then go try to fire up all this other stuff. So totally. TikTok getting banned would be wild.
Yeah, and I never preach to people like put all your eggs in one basket, like especially with marketing. Yeah. I mean, you really need to make sure you have a solid marketing strategy, and social media marketing is just one of the eggs that needs to be in the basket. You've got your SEO, your email marketing, SMS marketing, all of that. That's for another time, but definitely. And with social media platforms, I think it's good to have a presence on all, but I don't think you need to stress about being on every single platform all the time. There's definitely, and a lot of them, unfortunately, you do need a separate strategy for each because they're also different. The algorithms are different.
It's true, which makes distribution kind of tough.
It does, yeah, it does. But utilizing all the social media platforms is definitely, just repurpose your content for the time being and see how that goes. But really, if you really want to get down to it, you should have a separate strategy for each.
Okay, last one.
Yeah.
What is the number one thing that you tell your clients about why social media is so important?
Social media is just such a great way to build not only your personal brand, but like your business brand. And it's social media is free to use. Like if we're talking about it from just a business owner that wants to try and start their business from social media, one, it's free to use. It's so easy to get access to people, share your story, build your brand, and it takes time. So that's another thing too that's really important that I stress to everyone is this does not happen overnight. And taking your time, having a well thought out strategy, but utilizing social media is super important for your business, for all the things, but especially for building your brand, I think, and having a presence. Most of the time, I'll be honest, if I am searching for like a service or someone's business,
So funny.
I will go to their Instagram page before I go to their website. I
knew
will.
this stuff was gonna happen.
I will, and that's just me, but maybe it's because I'm in social media, but it's funny because I ask people and they tell me the same thing. They're like, oh, I go instantly to social media before I go to their website.
I hear this all the time with clients, with potential clients, and if I'm teaching seminars, people are like, I mean, my videos get no views, nobody likes my photos, nobody does, I really don't even think people look at this stuff, and I'm not gonna give my answer. What do you think?
Honestly, so as a consumer, I actually hear this from people all the time, that when I am searching for a service or product, I instantly go to social media first. One, because I can get a feel for the brand better.
Yeah.
Through Reels, through their content, through their before and afters. I mean, yes, there's a place for that on a website. Of course, you can put anything on a website, but that's what I mean. Like for brand building, social media is such a powerful tool. I think you can really get a better feel for the brand by going to social media and seeing what they have to offer. I mean, that's my personal opinion. That's what I do. But as a consumer in general, I do think that there are quite a bit of people that will go to a social media platform before they even check out the website.
There's a lot of money won and lost on what you don't know. So many people get hung up on, I looked at analytics on my website and this person came from email and I know that's where my money's made, and I'm sitting there going, oh, before this meeting I looked at your Facebook and you're arguing with customers in the comments, and I have a pretty good idea as to why maybe you're in, but they're, but they tend to like silo out different stuff, and they think that sometimes, conversion rates on the website is not affected by social media and vice versa, and it is.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
it is.
in 2024,
yeah.
people are literally trying to find reasons to do business with you and why they shouldn't do business with you, because the internet has matured enough, and COVID just literally escalated this by 20 years in like 6 months, right? Because companies took advantage of just spinning up an Instagram account, running ads, selling product, and then not shipping it. It's one of many examples. We can do we'll talk about this on the podcast.
Totally.
Right, and so now people they're wary, and they're a little more careful, right? Because they don't have $600 a month for free from the government in their account to just play with. Now it's real money.
Yeah. Totally.
And they've been burned and whatever, and so
yeah, and a lot of the time, I mean, like social media, I mean, whatever your CTA is, your call to action, but I mean, driving traffic to your website through social media, it's all tied into one, right? So it's like, I mean, people that think that their website traffic isn't affected by social media, I mean, I don't know, that's for another time. But
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me on Coffee Run.
Yeah.
This is going to be epic. It's going to be super helpful. I guess like, comment, subscribe. And we will see Erika on the podcast, and hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully it was helpful.
Bye.